that pretty quickly, I think. So, we got about 4 hours of driving to go, and then we'll park it at the terminal for the night. All right. Filthy dirty, and I don't want to be that way all night, so we're going to stop. All right. Battery decided want to interrupt me, but we're going to stop up here in Jackson, Georgia at the Loves. We're going to get a shower before we do anything else. Because I just do not feel, you just got that feeling, so. Like I said, we're going to stop this Loves here in about half an hour. It's 2:30, so 3 o'clock we'll pull in there, grab a quick shower, then get back on the road. Since we're going to the terminal, I ain't too worried about not having a parking spot. Be our plan for the rest of the day. So tomorrow, there's really no reason why I'm not going to be doing 600 miles. Hopefully I do about 620, 630 tomorrow. That'd be perfect. The next 2 days, next 3 days, you know, just maximize my my time and my miles. Get out there nice and early for Friday, the 29th. Unfortunately, I cannot deliver early. It's one of these just-in-time loads, which I'm getting kind of sick and tired of doing, but all right, so once again, going up 75. And I just did this before I got, went on my little bit of home time. Well, fun. All right, we just got bypassed by the scale here on I-75 northbound. Which is always nice. Excuse me. 190. So like I said, we're pulling about 46,000 pounds on the deck. Nothing to really worry about. All my axles are good, so no reason for them to even think about pulling me in. I got a bit of dark cloud up here, so I'm gonna get my lights on. Like I said, a couple minutes, we're gonna stop and yeah, we got some sprinkles. Not the good kind. Not the kind you find on ice cream or donuts. Got the rain kind. I can still use a little bit of wash off, so I'm not going to cry too much about it. And all the oil and whatnot that's on the road. So we got to worry about being a little bit more slick at the very beginning of the rain. Just a little bit next to this logging going on. We're going to get up here and just about another 2 miles. Park it in the Loves. Go in and get a shower. Pilot, TA, and the Loves, and a couple other little gas stations. Is right next to the old TA. reason I don't go to the pilot because I don't have any shower credits there right now. So I still have the diamond status with Loves, so I got a free shower there. Get in over here. Ready. If I have to, I'll park over at the TA, then just walk over here. It looks a little crowded. What you doing, hon? And that's why you should have been looking before you pulled into this area. Let's see what Captain Oblivious here is doing. All right. Finally parking it. All right. Too many bobtails in here taking up valuable spaces. Yeah, come on, adjust yourself over so you know somebody else can get in there. You could move over a little bit there, pal. was a whole lot of no damn fun. One employee in that building knows what the hell is going on and how to take care of a customer. The freaking operations manager was a joke. You know, he was more concerned with telling me he's a straight shooter than actually making sure that I'm satisfied as a customer. You know, bought a new Rain McNally tablet. You know, TN8, TND 80 or whatever they want to call it. I get it. While I'm waiting for my shower, I open it up to inspect it. It's cracked. The screen's cracked. It's damaged. So I walk right back up the counter. Here, I want to swap this out for one that's not broken. He spends 20 minutes inspecting it and looking at it like he's got some mental mind power that's gonna repair it. You know, and you know, he's more interested in telling me he's a straight shooter than he is in actually, you know, being an operations manager and taking care of the customer like he's supposed to. I never did that to any kind of customer, no matter what the problem was. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Let me get that fixed for you right away. I apologize for that, ma'am. Sir, let me take care of it. What can I do to satisfy you, ma'am? How can I make this right for you, sir? I didn't sit there and hem and haw for 20 freaking minutes when you have all the evidence in front of you. Oh, I tell you. It's ridiculous. Oh, I gotta call my general manager. You're an operations manager. Make a decision. Grow a pair of damn balls and actually make a decision. And guess what will happen? You will have a happy customer. You know, I don't get it. You are working at a job that is 100% customer service. There's no reason that I should feel like a piece of garbage because I have the temerity, I have the absolute gall to demand customer service and demand that a product that I just bought not 10 minutes earlier, 15 minutes earlier at the most, I have the absolute gall and temerity and the audacity. Let's use every word in the English language. The effrontery to demand that the product I buy be 100% undamaged and functional. Call me crazy if you want, but you know, every time I deal with customers, I give them what they want, when they want it, how they want it. And when something is wrong, that it's not the customer's fault, I say, yes, sir, yes, ma'am, let me fix it for you. It's not hard. It really isn't. Some things in life are really, really simple. Well, let me rephrase that. Most things in life are real simple. Customer service is one of those things that's real simple. You satisfy the customer. You offer a product, you offer a service. You lay it out for them to see. This is what we do, this is how we do it. Bang. Okay, let me buy that. Okay, sir, ma'am. Bang, here you go. Now, yes, you have customers who are total jerks. And 99.9% of the time, the customer is not right. But you have to kiss their butts and pretend that they're right. It's one of those very few times where I want you to lie to me. I want you to act like you actually care about me as a customer. Lie to me. I like it. Now, when I bought my first tablet, I bought a Rand McNally 740. Right? I think most of us are familiar with that. You know, GPS. Nope. Bought a T&D 740. I was in Gulfport, Mississippi. The pilot or flying J that's just north of there. You know, on the north side of Gulfport, Mississippi. Bought the GPS, got it hooked up to the internet inside the store. It powered on, everything's working great. I walked out to my truck. It was not hit, it was not dropped, it was not dragged to a puddle, it was not hooked up to some kind of weird network that was going to destroy it. The screen started to rainbow. You know, just screen stopped working. Took my receipt. Took everything that came with it in the box, walked right in, bam. Less than 2 minutes. Less than 2 minutes. I was walking out with a brand new, operational Rand McNally 740 truck GPS. 2 minutes. And you know what they said? The same thing I've said. Oh, I'm sorry, sir. Let's get that taken care of for you. No questions. No, oh, no hemming and hawing. No, hey man, I'm a straight shooter. You know, I don't care if you're a straight shooter. I don't care what you think you are. What you were was a bullshit artist. Pardon my language, but you were a BS artist. You're an operations manager at a Love's. You deal with truck drivers every day. You deal with these products every day. Why is it such a hard thing to say, hey, I'm a manager here. I'm entrusted with certain things. I'm trusted with thousands upon thousands of dollars flowing in through here every hour. I'm entrusted with the safety and security of the people, my subordinate employees, and the customers who come onto this property. Have some balls and make a damn decision. Don't sit there and hem and haw and tell me you're a straight shooter, because while you're hemming and hawing for 20 freaking minutes, you just proved you're not a straight shooter. The only thing you proved to me is that you don't know how to do your job, and you don't have enough intelligence to do the job, and you don't seem to have the authority to do the job. So you're worthless as an operations manager, and I know he was, because it said so right on his little name tag. I'm a straight shooter. I don't care what you think you are. You're a piss poor excuse for a manager is what you are. Now, the young woman who helped me when I first walked in and bought the GPS and got my shower from her, she was pleasant, she was personable, she was civil, she was courteous, she knew how to show the customer that she actually wanted the customer to be there. And all she was doing was running a register. And she's the only person in that entire store that I had any kind of interaction with that showed that she actually knew how to do her job and did it without question. Aggravating. Simply aggravating. You know, he says he has one other one in stock. That's fine. Bring it out here, swap it out. You go into your cash register, there is a function in that cash register it loves to do a return, but he didn't want to do that. He didn't want to follow his own rules for the company. I know there is a method to return something in the store within a certain period of time. There's a process for that. Love's a billion-dollar company, multi-billion-dollar company. There is absolutely no reason why they don't have that function in there. I'm pretty sure they do. Now, I may be just guessing. Maybe that's one of those things that Love's doesn't do. But I'm pretty sure they do accept returns right then and there. You know, 15 minutes, that's not enough time to worry about somebody breaking something. And with the cameras that were in there, they could see I didn't leave the building. Alrighty. Just got onto I-20 here. Well, it's 5:20 in the afternoon, so traffic, and traffic. Got about 145, 150 miles to go to Birmingham. So we're probably not going to be pulling in until 7:30, 8 o'clock at the terminal. Oh, lordy. And a good example of how not to drive and causing accidents. So you got a fender bender, looks like 2 cars in a truck. Yeah, I tell you. And I'll give you an 85, 90%, prediction of who was at fault in that one. And it wasn't the truck driver. I give you an 85 to 90% chance it was one of those 2 people in those four-wheelers that caused the problem, caused that accident. All right, we'll see you in a bit.
Great Proletarian Revolution doesn't mean you're 100 million people dead in 100 years. That's quite an accomplishment. But today in China, people just don't seem to have the devotion to Marxist communism the way they once did. For example, 97% of Chinese companies are privately owned. China has a third of the world's billionaires. And China's official state-run trade union is set up specifically to make sure workers don't collectively bargain. So it looks like China got a little off the marks. That's why, over the past several years, Xi Jinping has made a push to get everyone excited about communism again, assuming they were in the first place. Okay, there definitely were times when people were a little too excited about communism. Now, I'm not saying that Xi Jinping wants another cultural revolution, but it's hard to be the head of the Communist Party when it seems like most people in China don't really believe in communism anymore. What better way to get people back on your side than with a big top-down state directive? Xi Jinping has been pushing all levels of Chinese society to study Marxism, or more specifically, socialism with Chinese characteristics. In a speech marking the Chinese Communist Party's 95th anniversary, Xi Jinping said, "History tells us that Chinese people's choice of the Communist Party to lead them toward the civilization's great rejuvenation has been correct, and that the party's path of socialism with Chinese characteristics is also correct." He also said that Marxism must be the basic, fundamental guiding principle, or the party would lose its soul and direction. I mean, we wouldn't want the officially atheist Communist Party to lose its soul, now would we? And Xi Jinping is leading by example. In 2017, a few days after winning a second term as the General Secretary of the Communist Party, Xi and other top party leaders headed to Shanghai, raising their fists to honor the birthplace of the Chinese Communist Party and its founders. According to Willy Wolak Lam, an adjunct professor at the Chinese University of Hong Kong, it was a reinstatement of the commitment of the party in this so-called new era of socialism with Chinese characteristics, that they would stick to original values of the founding fathers. That means definitely no move away from orthodox Marxism, orthodox Maoism. No taking up of Western values. I mean, other than the fact that communism originally came from the West. A few months later, Xi Jinping made some major changes to the Constitution. First, he added his very own Xi Jinping thought on socialism with Chinese characteristics for a new era to both the Communist Party's constitution and China's state constitution. Then, he added to the state constitution that the leadership of the Communist Party of China is the defining feature of socialism with Chinese characteristics. This new clause officially gives the Communist Party direct control over the Chinese government. Okay, it definitely already had control over the government, but now it's in the Constitution, which makes it legal. Think of it like China has a government system, but the Chinese Communist Party's own system is a parasite that's latched onto the government and controls it from above. Kind of like the Gua'uld from Stargate. And now that's written into law. And since the Constitution also says the socialist system is the basic system of the People's Republic of China, what that really means is that China is officially a one-party state led by the Chinese Communist Party. And anything else is illegal according to the Constitution. Glad we got that cleared up. Xi Jinping is also putting more pressure on China's 90 million Communist Party members. Besides requiring them to be atheists, Xi also ordered the broad masses of party members, cadres, and especially senior cadres to study well and apply well the Communist Manifesto. State-run media has also recently warned them to stick with Marx and not ghosts and spirits. Resolutely prevent not believing in Marx and Lenin and believing in ghosts and spirits, not believing in the truth and believing in money. Wait, I have no idea what I'm supposed to do. Am I supposed to believe in money or not? And does that mean money is a superstition like ghosts and spirits? I'm so confused. Anyway, it's not just party. They haven't forgotten children either. For China's Gen Xers and millennials, the party is in danger of being written off as just another corrupt old boys club. Which is why the party has spared no effort to try to make communism cool again. Whether it's a Karl Marx rap, a Karl Marx talk show, or a Karl Marx anime. Yes, absolutely, none of these things are driven by market demand, just like Marx would have wanted. She has also been stressing ideological education in school. She highlighted the guiding position of Marxism in ideological and political classes, saying China's education should serve the people, the party's governance, and the development of socialism with Chinese characteristics. And they start them young. Starting with toddlers, she said China must nurture generation after generation of young people who support Chinese Communist Party rule in China's socialist system. So it's for these reasons you see headlines like these, suggesting that China's thriving liberal democracy was somehow subverted by Xi Jinping. Except, that's not really what's going on. Most of these changes are superficial. Xi Jinping is pushing people to study Marxism-Leninism, but it's not that he actually wants to return to the days of collective farming and killing landlords. Fun times, but those days are over. See, there's a lot more to communism than redistributing wealth. The nature of a communist regime is to control everything in society. Ever since the Communist Party took over in 1949, it has controlled every organization, rewritten history, manipulated the news, monitored all levels of society, stopped people from speaking out, prevented people from believing in God or Buddha, and re-educated or killed people who don't agree. Those things have not actually changed since the economic reforms of the late 1970s. So, China is still communist in pretty much every sense. What about the economy? Sure, China no longer has collectivization, where everyone works and lives on communes. But the state still owns all the land in China. State-run enterprises control all the major industries, and Chinese officials still intervene in the economy all the time. All of these things mean that the state pretty much still controls the means of production. Chinese people are allowed to make money now, but they can only get rich if their company does what the party wants. And that's why, even with all the ideology that Xi Jinping is pushing, China is not actually becoming more communist. If anything, it's just becoming more visibly communist, especially to those of us outside China. But if it's not making China more communist, why is Xi Jinping pushing Marxist ideology anyway? Well, there are a few possibilities. One is that Xi is a true believer in communism. That when he publishes articles on dialectical materialism, he actually means it. Which, I don't know. This guy has the kind of poker face that got him to the top of the Chinese leadership. Who knows what he's really thinking? Maybe it is I heart dialectical materialism. Another possibility is that Xi's push for Marxism is a way to silence his critics. Xi has amassed tremendous personal power. He's the strongest Chinese leader in a generation. But right now, if it looked like he was going to abandon the party and really make himself emperor, or as I like to say, presentator, the party would tear him apart. So by cloaking everything he does to gain power in the language of the party, Xi makes it harder for other party officials to criticize what he's doing.
What the fuck?
Do you have a problem with dialectical materialism, Li Keqiang? Didn't think so. And a third possibility is that Xi Jinping's push for Marxism is a compromise with hardliners in the party. Let's not forget about the ongoing internal power struggle in the Communist Party, featured in my favorite soap opera, General.
Who's the a-hole who can't put up a damn sign? the work they're doing on I-20, I-7, I-59, that whole intersection right before you hit I-65 is a complete and utter shambles. One, they did not put the signs telling you how to get around any of this in any logical place that you would want to find them. Like on the highway. They gave you no directions as to where you're going. You have a sign that says stay straight. You pass by an exit, then there's nothing. So now you have another, you go either left or right, and you have no clue as to which one you should do. And then you have signs that are posted that don't mean anything at all because they're either old signs or new signs that aren't valid yet. So I just spent 5-10 minutes, you know, wandering around trying to find my way through. You can't use the GPS because it's no longer valid. So basically I had to get off the road and back road it, is what we're doing here, just to make sure I got around that mess. So I'm not going to make another wrong turn and wind up going south when I should be going north, or going east when I need to be going west, or winding up on the frickin' moon instead of in Birmingham. Ah, it's ridiculous. It really is. All right. Ah, well, you know, like I said, somebody who was supposed to be putting up signs or thinking about, you know, how to make traffic flow, you know, dropped the ball. You know, because you can't always just say, oh, I'm going to go north. I'm heading west. I need to go north now. I'm going to automatically take the road that goes to the right. We know that doesn't work because sometimes the road that goes off to the right will actually bend around and take you south, even though you were originally heading west. So you can't always trust that. Well. All right, so we're going through neighborhoods here and back roads that really shouldn't need to be on if somebody just learned how to put up a proper sign. Nothing more, nothing less. Just a proper sign that you're going to be posting anyway. You know. And I wasn't the only one. There was another couple of drivers around me who were lost as well. So, you know, because they didn't put up proper signage. They didn't say take the next detour.
Turn left on 41st Avenue North.
So we're about a mile away now. So, like I said, we just had to take all kinds of different roads than we should have had to. All because people can't post a freaking sign. Now, if you posted a proper sign, I'd have been on this road, this highway here, you know, right in front of me, I-65. I wouldn't have had to do an extra 8-9 miles because you put up a sign and I can find out where I'm going. But no, instead of coming out this exit here off my left-hand side, I'm going all through all kinds of weird, stupid places. All right, like I said, we're gonna pull into this Flying J here. We're gonna pull this Flying J up here and, like I said, get something to drink, and we will, then get ourselves to the terminal to park. Parked in front of the Flying J at that light. Now you might want to turn your lights on so people can see you. You know, people can see you if you turn your lights on.
With the damn headlights on.
Get in here and get back out without a problem. You see the pump I can pull through and park at the yellow line, then get the hell out the way. You know, just yeah, so there's a couple open pumps. A couple that are dead. Just 1 foot short. One foot short. Yeah, well. I'll scrub my windows here while I wait for this guy real quick. All right. Now, the only reason I'm still sitting here, because the guy in front of me hasn't come out yet. So we are not going to just go ahead and go inside, because that's when this guy is going to pull off, and that'd be inconsiderate and rude. So like I said, we're going to, as soon as this guy pulls up and out, we're going to pull up to the yellow line here. Then we'll go in and get something quick. And then and only then, then we'll, get over to the terminal here and park it for the night. Run right in real quick and run right back out. Quick pop in, quick pop out. Didn't hold the guy up who pulled in behind us. Good, good, good. All right, so now we are just gonna make our way out here, and just a hop, skip, and a jump, we'll be over at the terminal. Pothole. Yeah, one day they'll pave this parking lot. The paving they've done so far ain't doing the trick. All right, this guy's gonna turn here so we can go. Got a couple Powerades. Yes, I did break down and I bought me a Pepsi. So sue me. just pulling here into Melton. So this is where we are going to be for the night. Let's see, it's 7:38. So 8 o'clock in the morning is really the about the earliest we can really do anything. Too narrow to get in. Well, they got a lot of steel delivered for a for some construction, so I thought that would have happened a little bit sooner than what they told me when I was here in July. We are going to park right here.